I have to be honest here, people. If the market continues going down for the rest of the month and does not do a dead cat bounce sometime soon, it will take Bitcoin down with it.
Today for the Bitcoin price with DAVINCIJ15. Wow, the markets are crashing down as if there was no tomorrow. Bitcoin went down to $5,500, not even talking about Ethereum and other altcoins. All the financial markets are crumbling down. The WHO announced a worldwide pandemic. Guys, it is really crazy. I have not seen something like that in my lifetime, not even in 2008, 2001. Today we will talk with the one and only one, with DAVINCIJ15, because this is exactly where he is excelling in. I can only remind you guys, he was watching the financial crisis in 2008 from a paradise. So we have him today in our show to talk about the important topics, whether there is more downside for Bitcoin, whether this was already the end, if the bull market off the table. But we also wanted to talk about the financial crisis, the impact on the Bitcoin price, and what is happening right now with all the markets out there. We have some horrifying numbers from the repo market and so on. Guys, you for sure do not want to miss out on this important emergency episode. And despite the markets are going down, please, guys, I want to urge you, this is important content. Give this video a like. It is not nice for us to do videos in these times, so please only a like. This is everything we are asking for. Let's get it to at least like 2,000 likes. And that being said, we want to come to the most important question of today. DAVINCIJ15, how are you doing today, my man?
I am doing good. The market's not doing so great. I'm a little nervous and concerned about the pandemic here, but honestly, all we can do, right, is ignore our government because they're not going to help. And there's a few things you can do. Wash your hands every day. Don't touch your face. Take some vitamin C and vitamin D. And don't go to any kind of public gatherings, and stay off the metro and stuff like that. So just do those few things, and we'll get through this. All right. So yes. With that said, how are you doing, Chris?
I'm doing very well. I'm here at the airport right now, going to a small island. I'm actually escaping all this mania here, living a very basic life over there. Just looking at the charts, trying not to look too much to the media. I just want to look at the prices, concentrate on crypto, concentrate on content, and this is the plan right now. But now, without any further ado, because the boarding starts soon, DaVinci, thank you so much for taking your time. I know you have a lot of stuff on your table, but this is an emergency episode. Let's pull up the charts, start with Bitcoin, go to your long-term outlook, to your short-term outlook, and also talk about the financial markets.
Yeah, sure. Let's take a look at our long term, because you know what, a lot of people need to zoom out here. And as you can see, that we are like 2x away from the actual bottom here. I mean, we're still up over a year from over a year ago, and things look bad. Things look scary. But we do have a bounce on the longer term, off of almost the 200-week moving average, and off of a long-term downward trend line. So that's also a good thing. We're on the other side of this long-term downward trend line, so that's also positive. We're not bumping along it, going down, so that's something good. But zooming in further, right? Well, it didn't quite touch the 200-week moving average. Whether it's whether that's good or bad, that's neither here nor there. The good thing is that we are stopping at this point, and we can look to see what kind of movement the price will take. But I have to be honest here, people. If the market continues going down for the rest of the month and does not do a dead cat bounce sometime soon, it will take Bitcoin down with it. So
no way.
That's just the way it is.
So we are talking about the calendar month of March. You are looking out for putting hopium into the scenario that we see a massive dead cat bounce with significant volume, and the Bitcoin price is spiking significantly higher within March. And if this is not happening, you are seeing even lower prices for the Bitcoin price.
The markets, the general markets.
How about Bitcoin? Because that
will affect Bitcoin. That's my point.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So if we don't see the general market turn around in a dead cat bounce. Bitcoin can't rally on that. Let me just finish off one more thing. I think it's worth a risk play here at this point in time to look for a position probably at here. Let me just go zoom into the 5 or 15. Let's go to the 15-minute so that it's a little bit less cluttered, and then look for. I did a quick short there, but anyways, look for. Let's see here. We went up to here, and this is the bottom here, and so look to see if you can get in at 61.8, 78.6, and stop loss here with a 3x leverage to hold it till like 100K. See if any of those leverage exchanges will let you hold it that long, because this is the risk to reward ratio is pretty high here, so you might as well take advantage of that because you are playing from a position of strength down here.
Yes. Yes, because I mean you cannot find any more weakness in the markets than right now. So of course I do want to agree this might be a position of strength, even though right now is the exact moment where everyone might be hating on us for talking about a specific trading setup, because of course there were a lot of stop outs. I mean, if I would have been in a trade, I would have been for sure. But I mean, these moments are probably the moments with the highest or with the best risk-reward ratio, even though there is still a lot of risk involved, of course. So thanks, DaVinci, for putting it out to us in these very, very hard times. And now also let's maybe go into that very horrifying numbers, the 500 billion US dollars you mentioned before, which are the limit for the daily limit for the repo markets. And this is one of the desperate tries of the Federal Reserve and the United States of America to bring the markets back up. And can you share your opinion about that before we afterwards go maybe back into the Bitcoin topic, because I have one very important question for the long-term outlook.
Yeah, I hope this works. I think this will help with the dead cat bounce that we're all hoping for, that we're going to hope for to support the Bitcoin price. What this is basically the overnight purchase agreements. They have to increase their limit of how much they're going to allow the Fed hold in on their balance sheets per day. This is a per day limit, meaning that if nobody shows up to the Fed funds window to ask for repurchasing, this is the maximum. Then they won't use any of this money.
But everyone will show up now.
Yeah, the fact that they have it at 505 billion, meaning that they have that much people coming to the window asking for money. So there you go. This is the third time they've done this week. All right, they started with 100 billion, went to 150, and then to 175, and now they're like 505 billion.
It's insane.
Yeah, they're going to need the ability to purchase stocks. I hope they get that, because if they don't, the bloodbath will be inevitable.
Yes. And thanks for going back into the phase mode, DaVinci. We have a strong connection. Okay guys, as you can see, the video was broken from that point of time. This is an emergency video, so I hope for your understanding right now. I will still consolidate everything DaVinci actually said. So what he said is that he is expecting for the Bitcoin price to bottom out actually within this month or within the next month here. And the good news is that he still thinks that 14,000 within 2020 is not off the table. What he is saying is that after he was calling the financial crisis between March and September, and remember guys, this is exactly what happened. The financial crisis started in February, March already. He is saying right now that he predicts that the population will lose their confidence in fiat currencies also towards September approximately. And this will be the time when Bitcoin will find more prosperity in the charts, and this will be also the time, once again, towards approximately September, when Bitcoin might even
go higher for the upside for good and reach prices of up to 14,000 within this year. This is still possible. However, guys, he is not saying that we have already bottomed out for a 100% likelihood. He is saying that we either bottom out in March or in the following month. Only that Bitcoin can go to the upside for good thereafter. This is all I can say. This is all what he was actually dropping as knowledge bombs to us, and the file was unfortunately broken, and I'm just consolidating this information for you guys. We hope for your understanding. The boarding for the flight is in 15 minutes, and this is everything I can give to you right now. If you appreciate this emergency episode, please make sure you give this video a like to at least 2,000 likes, guys. It is very hard to make videos in these bearish times, but these information are very, very important. Thank you so much for watching today's emergency episode, and that being said, we will see each other very soon at the next one of MMCrypto, and as always, guys, as always, bye bye.